Hello, everybody. Saturday night with old guy.
Janice is here.
Hi, Janice. Good evening. Oh yes, I'm ready to cook, and as always, like we're really hungry. So I'm glad you're here. So that means I can get started pretty soon.
Yeah.
I'll give it a minute for folks to,
Natalie's here.
Hi, Natalie. Good evening. Good evening. Also, good evening to my brother Doug and sister-in-law Charlene. Good evening to the both of you. So, I hope everybody's had a good week. It's been a week for Mrs. Old Guy and I. Some ups and downs and some stressful stuff for sure, but all is well. All is well. Oh. So I'm going to just kick it for another minute and then I'll start actually starting. One of the different, I'm going to vary the Relleno slightly to the only to the fact that I'm going to add some meat to it, and that's not really that unusual. I wanted something a little more than just the peppers and the cheese for food, and I'm going to make some rice to go with it. That should be good. We're looking forward to that. Uh-oh, Mrs. Old Guy, we didn't pick one, did we? I didn't point my finger down to the list. So I can give week after next. What is
Pizza
it?
stuffed house?
That's next week.
Okay, yep, I guess we didn't.
I didn't. So, here. Let me see. Just hand me. Yep.
And on the back of that.
Okay.
The one that.
Yeah, that's the one that we just did. Okay. Or those are the ones that we're doing and have just done. And so here's the list, and I guess. Wow, there's. It got. We had it all on a bigger sheet, and so now it's more condensed, and I'm not sure exactly what's going to be the fairest way. Okay, Miss Old Guy.
This week pick one off the front.
Off the front page.
And then next week pick one off the back page.
This one, and then the center.
Back and forth.
All right. Well, I guess we'll do it that way. Either that, or we'll put it all back on one list again.
Steve's here.
Hi, Steve.
Here.
Who?
Steve and Eli.
Hi, Eli. Steve. Welcome, guys. I was just going over the fact that I forgot to choose a suggestion for week after next. So,
Jared's here.
Hi, Jared. Good evening. Man, I've got my little project going in the man cave here. A complete remodel. The inside was done, I think, in the early '60s, and after they built it, they just covered it with Celtex. And not only is it a big fire hazard, but it's all ugly and beat up and multiple colors and just. So all that's coming out, and all new drywall, and gonna fix an issue. So you'll see some photos coming up. All right. So I'm just gonna pick that one for week after next. Doink. And that is nachos. And that was John's idea.
Okay.
And I think there's, if I remember correctly, there might be a nacho grande or something given by somebody else. So it might be actually 2 in 1 because there's only one way I make nachos, and that's all the way with all the fixings. So. But anyway, Miss Old Guy will check that out, and if
the loaded nachos by Natalie.
Okay, loaded nachos, Natalie, and John chose nachos, so no reason why those two cannot be combined. So I will do that, and I'll also probably throw in you know, a beverage or something like that to go with it. So, all right. I'm going to get started here.
John's here.
Hi, John. And the first thing I'm doing, just to get it out of the way, is grate up the cheese. Got some cheddar jack and some just regular cheddar, not pepper jack, not cheddar jack.
I got to run and check
Okay.
these babies. So.
Mrs. Old, I'll let you guys know that Mrs. Old Guy is still, you know, we're still working with the little puppies, so she might have to step away like she has done. And so I'm not going to be able to comment on anything that you're saying until she gets back. So it'll be kind of off and on as, you know, as this little feeding time goes. So Polly is feeding them and all that. So, all right, one little noise here. Okay, now that's just out of the way. So here's my tupasalas or poblanos, depending on where you're at. And they've been,
Hey, Tom.
yeah,
The one you wanted me to bring is sleeping, but you're
Oh.
a female.
okay.
Real quick. Because most of them are sleeping.
Okay. Most of them are asleep, but here, I'm going to show you this beautiful little girl. Look at that face. Look at that little face. Did you look at her this way? Yes. Such a beautiful little girl. She got that little spot on the back like her daddy. And her nose is kind of crunched up. More like her daddy's. Okay, little one. They are going to be 2 weeks old tomorrow. So, yay. You're cute little babies. I imagine Mrs. Old Guy will be back pretty quick. So, all right. So I'm just going to use a little water to help me get these peeled off real quick. It's not going to take but a minute. Oh yeah. And get this part over with. I did roast them a little while ago. I figured I should do that part a little bit ahead, just so that you know, for time's sake. Okay. I want to be careful I don't tear the pepper or the chili. Oh, speaking of chilies, I have decided to make something that I've never had before. So I've done that a few times. Like I've never had cannoli before.
Did you wash your hands after touching that?
Well, no.
I just haven't.
Thanks for that. Right in front of everybody. Jeez. Well, now what do you want me to do?
Well, I don't know. Just.
Well,
Just having to think about it, sorry.
one sec, folks. Okay.
So the dad cave told you to take pictures. Steve Russell says it sounds like a mess.
Well, the guy that last did the garage back in the early 60s, let's just say he wasn't afraid to use nails. Unbelievable. Sometimes, as close as an inch apart, all the way down, 8-foot pieces, and it's like, why would you waste that many nails on, it's like, I really don't understand, but yeah, it's a big mess. Not to mention all my crap in there.
Eli says your new single should be going platinum any day now.
Oh,
They
you
were
think?
Good.
Well, thank you. On behalf of myself and the band, I hope we've passed the audition.
And Dad Cave says, who doesn't love nachos?
Oh man, I love me some nachos. Okay, so those chilies are peeled good enough.
They're
think I
saying
did
very
both of
cute
them.
for the puppy.
I'm sorry, what?
They're saying very cute and stuff for the puppy.
Yeah. Thank you. They are some cute puppies. She had 5 this time, so.
John asked, do you know is Val having a live stream tomorrow?
No, he is not. Val, I guess, is off in unknown parts at the moment, and I guess he's going to be doing some filming and whatnot. So, all right. So I'm just going to loosen these seeds. I want to keep everything else in place. I want this to have a little heat to it. Okay. So I just made a little slit in there. Just big enough to get in there and kind of work them seeds around. Okay. Just rinse them out. That's pretty good. One more like that. Whoop. Oh, we've been looking forward to this all week. Thank you for the suggestion, Janice. Haven't had chili relleno in a long time. Okay. Let's set that down here. Good. Get that kind of out of the way for the moment. Okay. So, got to get a little, get the inside ready, I reckon. So I got part of an onion. And I'm just going to give this stuff a fine dice. Onion, tomato. So I'm just going to get this kind of going here. Suppose I'll turn the ground beef on as well. Kind of get the pan warmed up. I'm giving this stuff just a little chop. Okay. And I'm going to finally dice up this tomato. Kind of go back over all of it. I want this pretty fine because when I stuff the pepper, I don't want any big pieces. How's them babies, Mrs. Old Guy?
They're okay.
Everybody sleeping?
Pretty much.
Good. Okay. Whoop. That'll work. And on top of that,
John said thanks for the information.
oh, you're right. So that'll be week after next. Next week is the stuffed pizza show. Pizza stuffed shows.
From Sean.
From Sean. Yep. All right.
Eli said that he unloaded 2 truckloads of 60-pound blocks. He goes, I need a cold one.
Huh. Well, treat yourself, John. You deserve, or Eli, you deserve it.
Janice says that you're welcome for her suggestion, and she says it's one of Ed's favorite Mexicans.
Yeah, it is ours too.
T-Bird and Red here.
I'm sorry, who?
T-Bird.
One more time.
T-Bird.
T-Bird. Good evening, sir.
The Caper Way.
Caper Way. What's going on, guys? Chili Relleno on the menu.
Dasagi.
Huh?
Dasagi.
Wasabi?
Dasagi, isn't it?
Dasagi? Okay.
That same one that we
Yeah.
did last time?
Yes, yes. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. So I'm going to get this ground beef cooked off. Not all of this is going to fit in those 2 poblanos, which is fine. I decided that we're just going to, I can do other things with the filling too, other than just that. If I got a little extra, that's fine. So what I want to do here is I want to get this, get these onions sweated out, which they look at the ground beef, just kind of cooked off. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Come on, open up.
John says that he's making chicken and squash casserole for dinner.
Sounds all right. Not, not everybody. A lot of people don't make casseroles anymore. A little bit of salt. Don't get carried away with it. Don't get carried away with the salt. Okay, get that set aside. Here's that one. All right. And here in a minute, I'm going to add the cheese on this. And I want to get the cheese melted. And then I'll stuff the peppers. And toothpicks. Alright, so turn it down a little bit. I'm going to cut up a little bit of veg for my rice. So I'm going to put in a little green bell pepper. Some onions. Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Little bit more.
Soggy likes the dogs. Cool dogs.
I'm sorry, what?
Soggy said cool dogs.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, too bad you weren't here just a minute ago. We brought one of our puppies out. They're all sleeping now. They're 2 weeks old tomorrow.
Keybird said that was one thirsty puppy.
Yes.
Both of them were.
Well, I don't know about you folks, but it is finally turning spring and things are starting to melt off and warm up, and it's, I'm loving it. I'm so loving it. All right, let's get those in there.
Eli said it almost hit 100 yesterday. Not fun.
Well, no. Yeah, it's a little different in your neck of the woods. So what you all having for your dinners tonight?
Nickel and dime coin hunter.
Nickel and dime coin hunter. Hey, man. Thanks for joining Old Guy in His Kitchen. I think this is your first time here. So, hey, man, thanks a lot for coming in tonight. And as every Saturday night, I'm doing a viewer-suggested dinner. And tonight is Janice Yamanakis, and she's got her channel, and there's a lot of other guys on folks here that have their own channel. If you do, go ahead and put a link up on there. That's okay, I don't mind. Support each other's channel. So every Saturday night I make a viewer suggested meal, and tonight is chili relleno. I'm going to add some beef to it.
Cindy's here.
Hi, Cindy. Welcome.
Natalie's having spaghetti with Italian sausage and garlic bread.
No, yeah.
Eddie's here.
Hi, Ed. Good evening. I'm glad you're here. So I'm going to get a little onion cut up.
James is here.
James?
James Shagnassi.
James, welcome to Old Guy's Kitchen. I don't remember seeing you here before. Correct me.
He was here.
You were here. Okay, you were here last week. Okay. Well, welcome back.
Nickel and Dime's been here twice.
Okay. See, I'm an old guy. I don't remember everything, so I'm lucky I can remember my name.
Having rotini pasta salad with Italian dressing and shrimp cocktail.
Oh wow, that sounds delicious.
Doug and Sharp having goulash.
Yep. My brother and sister-in-law made themselves a goulash tonight. They watch on TV, so they aren't able to comment and stuff on the chat there. So let's get a little bit of onion here. A little bit of prep. That's okay. Yeah, that's why I try to see if I can get, whatever it is that was requested, how quickly can I get it done? Can I get it done in an hour? Some things it's really easy. Other things, not a lot. Not so much. Depending on what I allowed time for. All right.
Val's here.
I'm sorry?
Val is here.
Why, Val? Wow. Awesome. I'm glad you could make it, man. I'm just kind of in the beginning process of the chili relleno and a little bit of rice. Shut that one off.
Did I tell you Eli's having rotini pasta salad with Italian dressing and shrimp cocktail?
No, you didn't. That sounds good. That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, I like to know what other folks are having. You know what I'm having, that's for sure.
Val's watching on his iPhone.
Oh, cool.
James wants to know what you're cooking up.
James, sir, I am cooking chili relleno, which is a stuffed poblano pepper.
Nickel and Dime says, I'm getting close to being 20, LOL. I can't remember, LOL.
Oh, that's funny.
T-Bird's cheating. He's cooking frozen lasagna and leftover spaghetti, but elbow mac.
Yeah. I don't judge. I eat, sometimes we eat frozen or processed foods too. But mostly we just kind of do our own home cooking. All right.
Eli says he likes the 2 new singles you dropped, LOL.
Thank you, man. Sometimes I just feel it. Like, oh, this video is just ripe for a song. And so I start writing right away. Next thing you know, I've got this smash hit song. It's not only is it fun, but it's also very entertaining, at least on my end. All right.
James says that sounds interesting.
Okay, there we go. So there's our cheese and beef and veggies mixed in there, and that is going to go into our peppers in just a second. Get that out of the way. Okay.
Natalie wants to know what you call a hot dog on wheels.
Okay. Tell me, what do you call a hot dog on wheels?
Val said he's in Colombia.
Nice. Yeah, I remember you said you were going there. So hey, man, that's really awesome. I'm glad that you can watch from way down there. You know, you got decent enough surface.
Natalie said fast food. That's what you call it.
All right, so I'm gonna stuff this into the peppers here. And I also decided, I was talking a while ago and I kind of got sidetracked. I want to make something I never had before. I want to make mole. I've never had mole, but I want to make it just like when I'd never done the calzone. Never had made them or even tasted one before, but you know they turned out great. Although I would think mole would be like 5 times the challenge. All right, so there's one. There's one stuffed up. No. Close that up a little better with a toothpick here. What did I do with my toothpick? All right. So this is kind of cheating a little bit, but I just got a can of these tomatoes. It's got jalapenos and chilies in it. And I'm going to use part of that for the rice. What's that?
Oh, I had to go look and see what's up in there.
I'm going to let that cook down a little bit for just a minute or so. Let's give it a taste. Needs a little bit of salt. Little bit of salt. Okay. Let's get this other pepper stuffed. More there.
Eli said that Val's Trippy Food has gone international, and Val said again.
Well, that's awesome.
Yep.
All right. Finish tucking that in a little bit. That's the other one. I'll put this out of the way. Let's turn this off. Okay. Got the rice here. Good, good. A little stir sticky. Just a quick rice, nothing too fancy here. Okay. Shut that heat off. That'll be good for a few minutes. Okay, chilies are stuffed. Get them toothpicked together here. Come on. I'll be right back. Okay. This old guy is gonna check on them babies again.
I heard one whine.
And that's okay. You know? Okay. That one's closed off really nice. On to the next one. Good.
T-Bird said that mole gets complicated. In Mexico, they put chocolate
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
We make a gravy with paprika, Pepprica, chili powder. For enchiladas too, we make life easy.
Okay. Yeah. The particular recipe that I'm going to attempt is the one that I've seen Rick Bayless do, and he provides a complete ingredient list and everything. So I think I'll try his recipe. We'll see how good it turns out. It's not going to be immediately. I've got to get down to a city that's got a decent, Mexican or Latin type of market, so that I can buy some of the ingredients like the Mexican oregano, the Mexican chocolate. There's some chilies that I got to get down there. So, it'll be a while with the puppies and everything. But I am looking forward to doing that.
Janice says, you made rice on the stove?
Yes, I did. I don't have a rice cooker, so made on the stove, on the fly.
T-Bird said that they have mole with scrambled eggs, pork, and chicken.
That sounds everything I've heard about mole, it just sounds delicious. So I saw the episode, if anybody's watched Mark Wines, which a lot of people have. He did an episode of, he had this Oaxacan grandmother make mole, and it went through the whole process. It was quite the process. So
Eli said that he loves Rick Bayless. He's the one that got him into cooking.
nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I like Rick Bayless too. Okay, so we are getting a little closer to where I want to be, I guess. Alright, so gotta get a swass going here. And what am I gonna do here? What am I gonna do here? Got myself in a bit of a dilemma, but nothing that thinking on the fly won't fix. Okay. So I want to make a little sauce to go on these. And that's going to be, got tomato here. Add some onion. Toss that into the old blender here. I'm gonna have to use these jarred jalapenos because I got brain blocked and forgot to buy fresh at the store. So gonna have to use these jarred ones. I want this to be fairly spicy, so I'll put in a few of these. Got a little bit of the oregano. I want to put a little bit in here as well. This is just the chicken bouillon. I'm going to add a couple teaspoons, maybe a teaspoon and a half around there. Okay.
Jane says you're an awesome cook.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, I just love to cook. Been at it for a little while, I suppose. All right. All right, Ken. Smells good. Turn the heat on. Pour this into the pan. I want to get that hot and reduce it down a little bit. Now I'll get the breading ready for the Relleno. What I need is the egg whites first. Okay. Hold still now. Come on. Oh.
Robert's here.
Robert. Hello.
How's it going, Chef?
It's going okay, mostly. I'm going to have to start over on my eggs.
Ooh, don't.
Well, that was unfortunate.
Eli said if you could only eat one dish for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Only one, huh? I got it. I get to think about that for just a second. I do. That's a pretty tough question. Only one food. You know, because there are so many varieties of this one food, I would have to say tacos. Because, especially street tacos, everywhere you go, it's a street taco, but man, it is made differently from the guy down the street, from the other guy down the street. They all are different and they all are delicious. So, tacos are my answer. Was that good? Did I do good? Okay. I didn't grab any more eggs.
Eli, hashtag, oh no, gotta break a few eggs if you want to make omelets.
The yolk got away from me.
Nickel and Dime says lunch.
Lunch. This time I'll probably try that a little bit differently. Boy, you'd think I'd never separated an egg before. Oh, here's a little story for you.
Real quick, James says he has to go and he'll make sure to subscribe.
Well, thank you, sir. Please do. And come back and see me again. I was getting ready to open my restaurant. And I was getting ready to bake some cheesecake. And so I had hired this one gal who said that she had done baking to help. And so I told her what we were making and how many eggs I needed separated. And okay, a few minutes later, she calls over to me. I said, yeah. She says, did you say you wanted all these eggs de-yolked? Who calls it that? Have you ever met anybody that does any baking whatsoever call it de-yolking? Turned out she didn't know what the hell she was doing, so she went away pretty quickly.
Robert is the fluffy bearded man, right?
Right.
Okay, that's just making sure.
Yeah.
He says if you can only eat one protein for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One protein? Beef. Beef. All the way beef. Okay. I'm going to give this sauce a little taste here. Ooh. That's nice. Let it reduce down a little bit more. That goes over there for a minute. All right, I got to whip these egg whites, so it's going to be a little noisy for a minute. That's enough of that, at least for a second.
DeSoggy says that they're making rice, chicken, and mayo sauce.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Nickel and Dime has to go. He's got to go walk his dogs. He'll
Ah.
see if he can be back in time for dinner.
Cool. Yeah, it'll be a little while yet. But if you can't, if you don't, hey, I appreciate you coming and seeing me. Have a good rest of your next week.
And Eli said, de-yoked, LOL. Did she also unbone the chicken?
She probably would have if I would have let her. Yeah, de-yoked. That's when I knew that she really knew nothing. All right. Maybe when she thought that I was hiring a baker, maybe she thought a Betty Crocker baker, where she's going to go in and add some eggs and oil and stuff to a box of cake mix. Okay.
Robert wants to know how the pups and mamas are doing.
Yep, 1 second. Got to add my egg yolks here real quick. All the pups are doing okay. We had a little bit of a scare with one, but it turned out it was really nothing, so that's okay. We took her to the vet. We gave her the once over, and everything is okay. So,
Wild Man and Nate are here.
hey guys, sorry I missed your stream tonight, man. I didn't see it pop up. That's kind of odd because normally, I'm on Saturdays around that time. And I didn't see it come up, so I apologize for missing it, guys. But thanks for coming. We're just getting the ready to dip the chili.
Val said that, he goes, Tom, I thought you were going to say that she had the eggs on the opposite sides of the table.
Separate the eggs, yeah. Very good. All right. Let me get this over. And get some oil in the pan so that I can pretty much go from dipping to frying.
Nate says it's all right. We just tried a couple hot sauces and talked to some fans.
Yeah, well, still, man. Yeah. I like to support other people's channel too, and not only that, I love watching you guys. So,
Can you put something here for her real quick?
Yeah, sure. Mama's hungry. Hey, Jeremy. There you go. Thanks. Yep.
There you go,
Food for the
Polly.
baby. My baby.
There you go, Polly.
The baby's mama. Alright, let me turn this back on. That oil's starting to warm up. Things are moving along. I'm just going to kind of put some of this stuff off to the side here now that I'm done with it. There. The tension is mounting. I'm really hungry. So, as always. Oh, darn. Well, that's okay. I was going to throw in some of these red roasteds, but I forgot. And that's okay. It's not going to hurt nothing. Even though they was right in front of me.
Oh.
Okay. A couple more things out of the way. I'm so ready for this. I'm actually hungry. No. I think we've established that fact. Good. Just waiting on this oil to get hot. So, for those of you that were not here when I said what's coming up, next week is Sean from Sean and the Pack's request, which was pizza stuffed shells. So, like pizza topping stuffed shells. And I decided that we're going to do bacon wrapped asparagus with that. Is that right?
Correct.
And that was, I think, Steve's recommendation. So, just bacon wrapped asparagus wouldn't make a dinner, but it would sure make a yummy side dish.
Yep.
So.
And then the following week we're doing nachos.
Right. Exactly. And that was a request, kind of both by John and Natalie. All right. That's good enough. We'll shut that off. Let me get a little bit of this batter just to kind of drop in. A little more of the batter. Let's see if it where we're at here. Come on. Not quite. Not quite. I want to make sure that it's hot enough.
Steve Russell says nice. He goes, gotta love bacon wrapped asparagus.
Oh man. Oh, gotta love bacon wrapped anything. Well, okay. Yeah, I won't go there. But yeah, there's some things that bacon wrapped wouldn't help. But most food, you wrap a piece of bacon around it, and I'm subject to eat it. There's a little appetizer that my sister-in-law showed me. I can't remember, there's a certain name for it, but it's bacon wrapped water chestnuts. And those are really good. It's got like a ketchup and brown sugar, Worcestershire kind of sauce on the top, baked in the oven. They are great. I love those things. All right, simmering down to thicker sauce. It's looking good. One more drop in here. Let's see. Come on. Off my finger. Oh, that's better. Okay. We are good to go here. So, one side, the other side.
Steve said those are great.
Okay, there's that first one. Come on. Oh, come on. That didn't quite cover the way I wanted it to. Let me get a little on top. Get a little on top here. Okay. That doesn't look too bad.
So did you hear me?
No.
Steve said that those are great. The bacon wrapped water chestnuts.
Yeah, they are. One of my, they're kind of a go-to snack if I'm going to, do something like that for an appetizer. I would do that more times than not. Splash a little oil on top. That way, when I turn it over, hopefully it doesn't fall apart on me. Get that top cooked a little bit. One thing about doing it with cheese that was melted already, as opposed to using just pieces of cold cheese, it's going to melt a lot quicker. A lot easier. Let's get this out of the way. Very good. Let that go for a minute.
Eli said, getting someone to ask for headlight fluid never gets old.
Yeah, it's same thing with blinker fluid. And when I was in the military, one of my favorite ones, we sent this guy all over the base. I called a few other places and told him to send him, send him out looking for 20 feet of chow line. These are looking really good. Not quite browned enough yet. Uh-oh. Oh! I guess I'm going to go ahead and flip it. Well, I wasn't careful enough and I kind of broke that shell there. Okay. All is well. It's not like the end of the world or anything like that. These are almost done.
Can you get a hashtag, oh no again?
No. It's not going to be that. It's just a minor little tear. We are good. We are good. All right. This sauce looks nice. These are just about done, so I guess. Woohoo! Handle's hot. Get some rice on the plate. These are just about done. I need a drink. Ooh. All right. Here comes the fun part. Drain those off for 1 second.
Eli said, Tom, you're the new Red Green show.
That's hilarious. Okay. Shut everything off. All the burners are off. So, maybe nothing will catch on fire. Or burn. Or burn. That's right. Woo! That is a hot little blender there.
Yum. Those look good.
They do. All right. What did I just do with it? The one that was right in front of my face. All right. There's that sauce. Some of this sauce right over the top here. A little bit on top of the rice. Oh boy. My favorite time.
I'll be right.
And that's no problem, Mrs. Oldbay. Hand her over the salt and pepper. I'll be out of sight for half a second here, folks. Okay. Don't forget to keep the suggestions rolling in, if you would, please. Because there is sometimes when I double up, so. Oh. Okay, I guess I should show the folks. And you can tell me What do you think, Janice? The chili relleno.
Janice said they could be hot.
A la old guy.
And Eli says that looks delicious.
There we go. There we go, Mrs. Old Guy. And something to eat it with.
Thank you.
I also cut us out just a couple little pieces of cucumber. So I'm going to wait for a second. I want to hear what Mrs. Old Guy says. If it's any good, or if I should pitch it before I try.
Val says, ever try Irish nachos? Nachos with homemade fries instead of tortilla chips.
That sounds really good. I would do that, but Mrs. Old Guy can't eat potatoes, so I guess I could do it for a single. I got a thumbs up.
Yum. Not really hot.
All right, let's cut this open here.
Janice said they look fantastic.
Cheese is completely melted, which is what I want. Raging hot. Mm. That's really nice. I'm definitely going to have no problem chowing this down. Now, this bite's going to have a little more of that sauce on it. Oh, wow. That's just amazing. It's super fresh. The extra chew that you get from the ground beef, it just adds to the overall texture.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Oh man, this is great. All right, let's try some of the rice with and without the sauce. No sauce. It's okay. I can definitely taste that it was made from canned tomato, and I kind of expected that. That's what you get when you make it from canned tomato. All right, I'll try it with the sauce. That really made a big difference.
Something's kind of spicy.
Well, it's the sauce. The fresh tomato and the even though it's a jarred jalapeno, that spiciness and the onion. Yep. That makes that rice taste a lot better.
Yeah.
If you want some more sauce at some time, just let me know and I'll give you some. Oh, wow. This is a thoroughly enjoyable dinner. You bet. Oh. Splendid. On my end, it doesn't need any salt, pepper. Everything is spiced just about perfect. It's not lacking in any flavor at all.
Eli said, thank you guys for another great stream.
Well, Eli, I appreciate you, coming in and watching Old Guy making me part of your weekend. You know, every Saturday night when you guys come into my kitchen and hang out with me while I cook, it really is, you know, and you've heard this from before. It is the highlight of my week for sure. And I think Mrs. Old Guys too, because it's, you know, it's something we get to plan for. We get actually pretty excited about a lot of these meals that we are requested to make, including this one. Because this isn't something that I would make every day. Not because of any, you know what I mean. But to enjoy one at home and not have to go out, just makes it a nice bonus. Yep, this old guy, you're going to find the toothpicks as you go. Oh, all right. So if anybody has any, last minute comments or suggestions for food, please go ahead and get it out there.
Steve said, cheers, thanks for the content.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you, hanging out. Like I said, I guess I should get it out of here. Get on out of here. It's fun, as always. So I'm going to ask you, like I always do, please go out and help a neighbor. Springtime's coming up, so maybe they need their yard cleaned, raked up. It's just anything you can do to help out a neighbor, or go down to a local clothing bank and maybe help them sort clothes for an hour. Just anything like that, okay? Y'all have a good week, and I'll see you next Saturday night. Bye, everybody.
Real quick, Natalie said spicy chicken Alfredo, so I wrote that down. And he says, gotta go, love watching my Uncle Tom eat. It's unique
Eddie.
form of entertainment. And Jenna said they tried grilled cheese beef dip sandwiches with horseradish and au jus at Knott's. Grilled cheese sandwiches for buns. Maybe you could make that.
Well, Mrs. Old Guy will write it down, and it'll go onto the list. The finger will do the walking. Okay, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.